Hey everyone, do you know why there's so much gold on Earth, when and where it came from, or if there was ever a civilization in history that had more gold than water? Who actually holds the most gold in the world today? And can we artificially create gold or not? If you're curious about all these questions, stick around with us. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. In today's video, we're diving deep into everything you need to know about gold. By the end, you'll know it all. So let's get started. Way back in 3100 BC, in ancient Egypt, the land of the pharaohs, some skilled workers were tasked with cleaning naturally occurring gold, melting it in furnaces, and shaping it. That was 5,000 years ago. Over these 5 millennia, humankind has dug up about 125,000 tons of gold from the earth. And if we talk about the literature written about gold in all these years, honestly, the weight of those books would outstrip the 125,000 tons of gold itself. Gold, this shiny metal, has geological, chemical, economic, technological, historical, social, and industrial factors tied to it. It's impossible to cover everything, but in this video, we're keeping it to the point and breaking down some key facts about gold. After this, you'll understand its history, present, future, geography, chemistry, technology, and social impact. So, let's kick things off with the geological factor. Yep, the science of how gold ended up on Earth. Like I mentioned, around 5,000 years ago, Egyptian craftsmen struck gold, literally, in the Earth's mines. That discovery marked gold's entry into human civilization. Stumbling upon such a massive amount of gold from the Earth's core was mind-blowing. A happy accident, like hitting the jackpot. Because let's be real, finding that much gold isn't an everyday thing. In fact, gold isn't even native to Earth. It came from somewhere else. Earth's geology and nature aren't exactly suited for gold to just pop up. So where did it come from? Well, friends, all the gold we see on Earth today wasn't always here. In the universe, gold is actually formed through supernova nucleosynthesis. That's a fancy way of saying pure gold is the debris of a dead star. And the gold we find on Earth? It got here billions of years ago during the meteor showers that bombarded our planet in its early days. Experts believe all the gold on Earth is basically stardust from those dead stars. So how did it end up buried in the Earth? About 4 billion years ago, as Earth cooled down from its fiery, molten state, all the elements and metals settled into layers. The outer crust of Earth has a density of about 2.6 grams per cubic centimeter, which allowed lighter elements like aluminum, magnesium, potassium, sodium, and calcium to rise to the surface. Meanwhile, heavier metals like iron, lead, copper, mercury, and platinum sank deeper into the Earth's core, practically locked away in the planet's underworld. They might have stayed there forever, but thanks to tectonic plate movements and volcanic eruptions, these metals got a chance to break free. Over time, volcanic lava dragged them back up to the surface. Some of that gold even washed into oceans and rivers, but in such tiny amounts that collecting it took serious time and effort. Still, the ancient Egyptians along the Nile River started panning for those gold particles, and they figured out its value fast. Back then, there were no coins or paper money, forget about it. Trade ran on the barter system, but gold became the real MVP of transactions. Empires rose and fell because of this shiny metal. Military might? That depended on gold too. Now that we've got that background, let's jump into the physics and chemistry of gold. And no, don't take this jump lightly, friends. This leap is about to drop some knowledge you probably didn't know. Gold has been the reason behind some dramatic shifts in human history. Take the Middle Ages, for example. Gold was super rare in Europe. In the Middle East, it was all deserts, no rivers or streams, so gold was scarce there too. To solve this gold shortage, Alchemists, those ancient chemistry wizards in both regions, got to work. Their big idea? Turn mercury into gold. Why mercury? Well, here's the science. In atomic terms, mercury and gold are super close. Gold has 80 electrons, while mercury has 79, just one electron apart. These alchemists thought, hey, let's bridge that tiny gap. They tried endlessly, but guess what? They failed. No one turned mercury into gold, but their efforts weren't a total bust. While experimenting, they invented 3 game-changing acids: sulfuric acid, nitric acid, and hydrochloric acid to bathe the mercury. These acids, they're worth more than gold in today's industrial world. Without them, modern industries wouldn't even exist. All right, let's take a quick break from chemistry and hop back to history. European alchemists couldn't make gold, but in the 16th century, the Portuguese and Spanish sailed to Central and North America, and what they found blew their minds. Before the Europeans arrived, civilizations like the Inca in South America were already thriving. These folks had so much gold, it was unreal. The land's volcanic geology made gold ridiculously common there. The Inca didn't even know what iron was. They used gold for everything. Nails, gold. Hammers, wood and gold. Pots, chairs, spoons, all gold. They even buried their dead with gold jewelry, just like the Egyptians. And still, they never ran out. That is, until the Portuguese and Spanish showed up. When they saw all that gold, their jaws dropped. How can one place have this much gold? They went full conqueror mode, wiped out the Inca civilization, and looted everything. By the 18th century, they'd hauled over 150 tons of gold back to Europe, all stolen. Fast forward to January 24th, 1848. A guy named James Marshall, a European settler, spotted shiny gold flakes in a river in California, USA. Boom, that kicked off the gold rush. Overnight, thousands flocked there, building a village called Ruba, which later became San Francisco. America's gold reserves skyrocketed. Then, gold popped up in Siberia. Russia got in on the action. South Africa struck gold too, not 1 but 5 massive mines. Africa joined the gold club. But here's the sad part. They stayed laborers, not owners. The British looted their wealth under the Commonwealth banner. And just like that, a few countries became gold-rich powerhouses. Now let's talk gold prices. They're always set based on 24-karat gold, the purest form. Anything less than 10 carats, not even considered gold, because it's too mixed with other metals. In the US, 14-karat jewelry is common. Europe prefers 18 carats, the Middle East goes for 21, and India loves 22-karat stuff. But in places like Bihar and Odisha in India, people demand 24-karat gold. Super pure but soft and prone to bending over time. Stay tuned for more. Take care of yourselves, have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.